This Casso TV, man. I'm out here with Gully TV. If you know, you know. Executive producer, author, designer, director, editor, athlete.
All of that.
The list goes on, man.
Spectacular dribble in the flesh. We out here manifesting perfection. DC. We got the pop-up going on out here today. Me and the boys from Penthouse out of Baltimore. We got the good ganja. I got the dribble god Blow G with me. We got the fashion bomb couture. Merchandise, you already know. I got the PA knits, you already know. Lovely art pieces. Feel me? We got the Blow G. You know what I'm saying? Right out here in DC and Baltimore. That's where I kicked it off at.
I put people on, understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Came up with the name Gully TV in prison. I was sitting on my top bunk. This was around the time the San Antonio Spurs and the Lakers was getting it on and shit. This is around the time Derek Fisher hit that big shot against the Spurs.
Here they go. They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer.
We got to take a look at it, but I got to tell you, live, it looked good.
You know, at the risk of being a shill, now I know why they say we love this game.
I was on my top bunk, and I was looking at the wall, and I thought I seen what said Gully TV on the wall. I hopped down off my bunk, grabbed my tablet, and I wrote what I thought I swore I saw, Gully TV, that term. From that day forward, my mind just started clicking cinematically, man, and I started to write down all of my thoughts in this tablet. And what I was actually doing was writing a treatment or a pilot for what you now know as Gully TV and shit.
So that's basically
I got it organically.
The hip hop, sports, and fashion seed started at.
It wasn't as developed as it is right now. I had to grow into the sports part. My sports life was something that I had left behind, and I had became ashamed of it because I had failed. You know what I'm saying? It was something that I was ashamed of. And somebody asked me to coach this, put a basketball team in a tournament, and I did. I sponsored this basketball team, so I'm up in there all fly and shit, you know, acting like Birdie and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching this game, man, and the whole game I kept saying, I would have did that, I could do that, and it was just basic shit. It wasn't about getting no buckets. It was about I could have set that pick. I could have got that rebound. I could have got that steal. It was so many. I could have got that. That week, it was a weekend tournament. That Monday, I bought a ball and started going back to the Y, start playing with basketball again. So that started it like about 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
And my problem when I was trying to get back into basketball is I couldn't dribble. I couldn't dribble my handle and shit. You know, my handle was the first thing that started to go.
Right.
You'll always know how to make a layup.
Right.
You're always gonna know how to shoot.
Right.
But your handle was about timing.
Right.
So I used to be telling niggas, man, they like, Neil, you playing ball again? I said, yeah, man. I said, I'm trying to get my dribble right. If I get my handle right, it's gonna be problems and shit. Right? Boom. Right while this is going on, I had a store. At the time. And two of my homies came through one day, and they had just got on social media. They wanted to take some pictures for Instagram and shit or something like that. So they came and got me. You know, I'm popping.
Right.
And my man Kel Rock, he was a guy. He's still in jail. He's in jail right now. He's one of them guys that grew up in the institution, so he always got the latest slang.
Right.
He always got the latest, you know, slang and shit. You know what I'm saying? He real slick with the tongue. And my man had a bottle of champagne. And he popped the bottle and we started taking pictures, and my man Kel Rock said, yo, you know a nigga got his dribble right when he popping bottles on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And he said that to me while I'm going through this phase of becoming a dribble. And I said, damn, man, I gotta get my dribble right now. It's turning into something else. My man said, you know a nigga got his dribble right when he popping bottles on a Tuesday. My man was getting money. I said, I got to get my dribble right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get me a bankroll. I got to get to the point where I'm popping bottles on a Tuesday, even though I don't, you know, I'm not a drinker or like that. But it just took on an identity of itself and a lifestyle. So that's what brought sports back to it. I said, you know what? I ended up getting on the internet, and I told people, I had already been Gully TV online for years.
Right.
But I told people that I was a prison, you know, people like telling their prison stories. I told one, I was a prison basketball superstar. You feel me? And niggas like me exist. And I told people, all my greatest highlights, you know, you can question what I'm saying to you. All my greatest highlights happen in the penitentiary. And I go ask somebody about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the bigger I got, my fans started to show up. Niggas that was in jail with me and niggas that grew up playing ball with me. And they was like, yeah, Mill was like that. We just left him behind. He got in the streets.
Right.
I was one of them guys that got in the streets, got lost in the streets. Give you 30. Give you the triple-double, all that shit. So it's my natural me, man. Like when you see me, you see the NBA players fucking with me and me fuck with these street ball players and shit. It's because I'm one of them.
Where you belong.
I'm the first guy that got embraced by the NBA. They embraced me smoking weed publicly, bro.
Right.
Before Steven Jackson and them start doing their thing and shit. Like I done fuck with Shaquille O'Neal. I done fucking
Sham
Skip
God.
to my Lou, God, Sham God, Steve Francis, Lonnie Baxter, G Wiz. We in DC right now. Greg Jones, that's a legend out here. Mike Gill. I did my thing with these people and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what took the whole sports shit to another level.
A lot of people don't know this. Executive producer, Pillmatic. Talk about it, man. And when can we expect Pillmatic too?
Shit, right? Nas had an album called Illmatic. I'm a basketball player. The pill, the basketball. I'm trying to get my dribble right. So I flipped it. Pillmatic. You know what I'm saying? Put a picture of me on the cover when I was a kid with my basketball. And it's still about balling. The lifestyle never changed. We just put it on, you know, we just made a soundtrack. We on volume 2. Shout out to Zip with the Drip.
You introduced me to Zip in my top 5,
Blazing
man.
hot. I found him.
Snitches was like refs, they was blowing the whistle. Fuck 'em, I'm in the paint, post up with this pistol. And fuck what a nigga thought. But like them Queensbridge niggas, bystanders get hit on the court. Check it, I won quite often. They couldn't fuck with this East Coast Desert Eagle triangle offense from Delaware to Boston. I had niggas play the sideline sick like Greg Oden in Portland.
Zip with the Drip, fire. Shaheem on fire. I just work with the guys who I was around me, the guys who love me. This go for everybody, including you.
Production.
Work with the guys that fuck with you.
Right.
Don't kiss no ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I work with the guys that fuck with me, and that's how I came up with the album.
How'd you find a producer and what made you choose him?
I'm from Erie, PA. Dre was moving around in Erie before he moved out west and blew up to become who he is now. I was around him in his infancy stages. He ended up being a large producer, and I just fuck with the niggas I've been fucking with.
One more
PA
thing,
Dre.
PA Knit.
The PA Knit Dynasty was something that I came up with. It was popular in prison in Philadelphia and shit, you know, because the Islamic community is big. And I just took a kufi and put it on steroids, my nigga. Turned it into some fly shit. That's what my man O said. He said, man, you made this shit into a style,
RealDribble.com, man.
RealDribble.com. Shout out to you, and I appreciate what
Casso
you
TV.
doing, man. Appreciate what you doing. Keep up the good work. Follow me everywhere. I'm gonna follow you back. If there's everything,
Some things I've been through, go get that off Amazon.
Yeah, go get the book. And you come get an autographed copy at the pop-up shop right now out here in DC. Again, if there's anything I can do for you, my nigga, I'm at your disposal. We got birds in here, and let's get to work, man. Gully TV.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.